So this is something, again, that is, you've always been an advocate since the very beginning, and you still are, and you have a phenomenal message. This also plays off to what I talked about earlier, which is the Christopher Santora Scholarship, the Memorial Fund that you've created. For those watching who aren't familiar with that, tell us about that and the importance of that, because that plays into this advocate for education as well.
Well, my son was a very intelligent kid. He didn't care two hoots about grades.
Right.
He just didn't.
Right.
But he was very, very smart. He had one of these memories where he would, read something and then he kind of almost memorized it. So he never really had to study hard in school, and his sister would be crazy because they were laboring over their work, and he'd sit and do his work and then go out to play and play basketball every day. But that was a gift he had.
Yeah.
It was a gift. Now, he could have used this gift to become, physician, but that's not what he wanted to do. He wanted to be a firefighter. So that was his dream, and that's what he became. And we were very, very proud that he became a firefighter. So
and
when
his dad as well.
Yes, and I think, that Al had a part of that, that he was, firefighters are brave and strong, and Al, and Christopher liked that image, But he always wanted to be a firefighter. So when he became a firefighter, he was inducted in 2001 in January, or the beginning of February, and he graduated in June and worked in Engine 54, and then of course September 11th happened, and he was one of the 343. We needed to make sense of that.
Sure.
Now, I'll always have him in my heart.
Oh, yeah.
He's with me, and for several years I was just a total mess emotionally, and I'd cry over a song, and I still do sometimes.
Sure.
But we needed to do something to honor him. And the first thing we thought about was establishing a scholarship fund in his honor, because in spite of everything, he loved to learn.
Yeah.
He loved to learn.
Firefighter and a teacher himself.
Yes, and he was a teacher, and he would have been a great teacher, but, American history was his forte. But so we knew that, it had to be an education, and what we decided to do was establish the Christopher Santora Scholarship, and for the first 14 years, we had a big celebration, and we, had a dinner dance, and we honored, a countless number of students who had won our essay competition. Now, our scholarship was a little different because it was not awarded to the smartest student. It was awarded to the student who wrote most passionately on a selected topic that we had put out every year. And they were all history related or current events related, and we wanted the kids' opinions, and I had 5 judges for every school, and the essays were submitted anonymously, so nobody knew whether they were reading a boy or a girl, or, they knew the grade because it was, leveled, and we would award these scholarships. And after 14 years, it became so overwhelming that I had to stop the dinner dance. I couldn't continue.
Yeah.
But we continued the scholarship. And firefighters, have gotten scholarships, and other students have gotten scholarships from us. And we're still doing it. And we have 3 that we gave out last year. And, we raise money.
Yeah.
So that's how we decide now, because we
Right.
don't have the dinner dance, but we raise, and so depending upon how much money we raise determines, the scholarship. And the scholarship is an $8,000 scholarship given over 4 years, because we want the kids to complete college.
Right.
So they get $2,000 every year. If they stop after, a certain time, they have to prove that they're in college. And they have to, now we also have included, not only college, but, trade schools.
Trade schools
Any
as well.
kind of education that would continue your lifetime learning,
Yeah.
But you have to write an essay.
You've got to write the essay.
You got to write
It's
the
a
essay,
beautiful
because
thing.
I'm an educator, and I
Right.
think you need to earn the
Right.
scholarship.
Right.
And most of the students that have won the scholarships from us in the past are the ones that should have won. They were not. We've had special education students win. Of course, we've had students who have gone to Yale and Harvard, but we've also had students who have gone to community colleges and then went on to a four-year college.
Right.
And they've gone all across the United States, the kids, and they've gone into a variety of professions. And the students were very, very surprised to learn that they had won, because the only people that had the names were the schools. So we would go and we would say, well, essay number 4 won, and they would look it up, and then we would call the student down. They were always very, very happy. But after 14 years, I was not able to continue, and so we, ended up doing it, on a lower key. But we're still doing it, and I will do it for as long as I am able to do it.